Hello, everybody. I get to speak this time. So, we are going to be tasting Pigless pork rinds. So, for all of you who like pork rinds, like myself, I grew up in the South. If you like pork rinds, but you want to go vegetarian or vegan, this might be an alternative for you.
But we're not going vegan at all.
No, I have
Okay.
no. I'm low carb, kind of paleo, keto. Yeah, that's me. But I have patients who are vegetarian. So if they're on a Mediterranean style diet, maybe in that 70 to 100 net carb range, this might be something that they could try. We'll see if we like it.
Maybe, yeah.
So we have 4 flavors. We've got original. We've got nacho cheese.
Hella hot.
And Texas barbecue. All right. No North Carolina barbecue.
I didn't know there was a North Carolina barbecue.
Oh, that's a whole thing. That's a whole thing.
I thought it was just like Texas Pete or whatever. That's like the North Carolina. Oh, you mean like barbecue, like pork?
Right.
Oh.
We'll cover that in a later one. So why don't you read the backstory here?
Alrighty. So Pigless pork rinds. Outstanding foods create snacks that are full of flavor, free of guilt, and crafted by renowned chef Dave Anderson. Chef Dave transforms wholesome plant-based ingredients packed with protein and health benefits into our addictively delicious Pigless pork rinds. Whether you love traditional pork rinds or have never had them, you'll find our Pigless pork rinds hella tasty. He likes the word hella.
He does.
Hella hot, hella tasty. Huh. All right, so tear open a bag and pig out.
Now, the first thing that I was curious about, because I eat low carb most of the time, I wanted to know how this compared to a regular potato chip. And so we were looking at sodium and carb content of just your random potato chips. And we actually noticed that the typical, let's just say generic potato chip bag, this size had about 14 or 15 net carbs. This has total carbs 13 and dietary fiber of 1. So we're talking about 12 grams of net carbs. So when they say here that it's full of flavor and free of guilt, if you're on a low carb diet, it's really not that free of guilt.
And if it's plant-based, like, shouldn't it have more fiber?
You would think so, but potato chips, I don't know that they have a lot of fiber, and technically that's plant-based. But maybe, if you want something other than a potato chip, so that's an option. Ingredients, rice, high oleic expeller pressed sunflower oil, pea protein, pea grits. I didn't know that was a thing. Pea grits. Pork rind seasoning, pea protein, maltodextrin, yeast extract, sea salt, natural flavors, cane sugar, salt, and white distilled vinegar. But it says actually asterisk derived from vegan sources for the cane sugar and natural flavors. Interesting. So I think vegans might like this.
So this sounds like a chip for vegans, not that it's a chip that has some greater health benefit than an actual potato chip. So it's like, but vegans can eat potatoes, right?
Right.
So then, I don't know. Maybe because they can't have pork, this feels like a pork rind texture.
Right. So they probably missed the pork rinds.
Okay.
And so this will take the place of a pork rind for them.
So since we have 4 bags, we're just going to eat one of each. How about that?
Sounds good.
So you want to start with this? No, let's do hella hot last in case it's so bad. The bag says something about if you can take the spice, about hella hot flavor without tearing up or something. So we're going to do that one first?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Is there a little? No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Guess it helps if I actually read.
We'll see, guys. I'm feeling kind of leery about this, like a plant pork rind. We'll see. Let's show it.
If you can see this right here, that's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm. It's let me smell it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm skeptical. Oh no. Yeah, I don't like it.
The taste is not bad. The texture is a little odd. The texture, it wants to be a pork rind. It wants to be a pork skin, but it's not quite. It's a little dusty.
As I was chewing it, it gets a little bit better.
All right.
My first bite was like I was eating a cereal, like one of those puffy cereals with the milk, like that kind of
I thought about
texture.
corn puffs for some reason.
Yeah, and with salt on it, which was like, oh no.
So this is the nacho cheese.
Any smell?
Not really.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
This one's better.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I like this. Okay. I took a second bite, so you know I like it.
Nacho cheese is a winner. Now we have Texas barbecue.
You can see the salt on it, hopefully.
Right.
It's okay.
I like it.
Not terrible. I probably wore the wrong color lipstick. Is it like smudged all over?
No, it's good.
Okay.
So the flavor ones are pretty good. I'll get a second.
Now, hella hot. They all look the same, except the, I guess the original was like just no seasoning on it whatsoever. Ready?
Yeah.
It's going hard.
I'm waiting to see if the heat kicks in.
Are you serious? There's nothing hella hot about it.
I mean, there's a little bit of a bite.
Little. Let me get another one. Maybe I got the wrong one. No.
No.
So, what's the take-home message for? I got a little heat.
Yeah, just a little bit.
For the people who are looking for a nutritious, healthy option for a snack.
I would say that if you were on a vegetarian or vegan style diet, I think you would probably like the Texas barbecue flavor
Nacho.
and the nacho cheese. The original didn't do much for me.
Mm-hmm.
And the hella hot, it's a little bit of bite at the end, but yeah, I didn't get a lot out of that one.
No. But compared to a potato chip, it's not that much different. It has more or just about the same amount of sodium. So if you're like on a low salt diet, this is not something that's going to be a healthier alternative per se. So this is basically for the person who just wants the feel of pork rinds. And honestly, they feel nothing like pork rinds. Nothing at all. So to me, they might as well just eat a potato chip. What do you say?
Yeah, for somebody who usually does kind of low carb with a lot of my patients or Mediterranean style diets, carb controlled Mediterranean style diets, I don't know that I would necessarily recommend these. Definitely not if you're doing keto or low carb, if you're below 50 grams of net carbs a day. If you're in that 70 to 100 range, you could probably sneak one of these bags in. But I don't know, how much do they cost compared to a regular bag of potato chips?
Oh my gosh. I have to get back to you guys with the cost in the comments because I bought these several weeks ago and we just hadn't had time to taste them or record. So I do not remember how much I paid. And as you can see, I bought a big box. They had different flavors and there are like at least 2 of each in the box. So there's probably like 8 bags. So I would have to go ahead and do the math.
All right.
So thank you for joining us, guys. You wore cologne again. I can smell it. I like it. Thank you. Love you.